Last season, it was a place of controversy. This season, the BeamNG Monster Jam Series heads to the US Bank Stadium for the midpoint in the Central Division. As the weeks wind down to Las Vegas, these big-name drivers look to get every point they can here in Minneapolis. BeamNG Monster Jam Central Division is next.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Pull it up to the line, let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
Week 3 of the BeamNG Monster Jam Series continues on with the Central Division, and for the second straight season, in Week 3 we head to the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm Joe Rukowski. Alongside me in the booth, once again, it is Trey Bardo. Trey, this track is kind of just a normal track. There's nothing very unique about it. Obviously some single jumps, some car stacks, and some 2 pods instead of just 1. But Trey, last season in this stadium, the crowd rained down boos after seeing the score for Brett Sierra's run in the Red Monster Energy. Hopefully that doesn't happen this season, but we know these sports fans are passionate in Minneapolis.
I remember giving him my 2 cents on it, but we'll have to see how this goes around this time, and I'll be excited to see how these runs end up going.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what they can do to try and make these runs different from the other ones we kind of saw in the East Division. It was a little bit difficult for some drivers to get a wow factor in. What will the wow factor be for these drivers that possibly try and win Freestyle Minneapolis? We're going to find out, but first let's go take a look at the 15-truck field of trucks for freestyling in Minneapolis. The first truck out will be Munition and Keyshawn Richardson. Then we have El Toro Loco and Conrad Evans, and in Bakugan Dragonoid, Laura Chung.
In Mohawk Roar, we have Nonagon Scott. Raising Kane has William Seaman, and in Code Red, it's Pringleman.
Then we have Hot Wheels with Mathis Wells. In Gravedigger, it is Eli Bright, and Octanator has Connor Annapol.
In Black Pearl, it's Caden Lin. Son of a Digger has Jake Galloway, and Scooby-Doo is Brandon Beal.
Then we have Mad Scientist Evan Hunter, Ramnair Smet Oskin, and Maxi Rosbeck train to round out the 15-truck field here at the US Bank Stadium for freestyling in Minneapolis. Second straight season we're at the stadium, and first one out, Keyshawn Richardson in the Munition had a tough break last event in Indianapolis, looking to rebound with a good freestyle run here in Minneapolis and starting out big for his 90 seconds.
Yeah, this as we said, this track is pretty unique in itself with the ways of, there's no huge jumps. I mean, normally with Monster Jam tracks we see jumps that are extremely huge, very tall, but this one is 2 pod sections, a single jump, a backflip ramp, and it's pretty unique in its own right.
And in its own right, that's going to make drivers even more unique, because without these massive obstacles to launch yourself high into the sky, these drivers are going to have to find ways to either make these crazy moves happen or get some big errors. Keyshawn's in a little bit of a pickle down there at the other end of the stadium. Had to keep it out of the wall, keep it out of the backflip ramp. Yeah,
it was that second bouncer kind of, jacked up the back of the truck. That was a very hard hit. His neck got a little messed up with that one, but no, I was saying the second hit there kind of messed up the back of the truck there, and I don't think he was ready for that. So nice air though off of that, nice big air off of these smaller jumps, as we were saying there. Keyshawn Richardson's definitely finding his way throughout this track.
This truck looks very reboundy tonight for Keyshawn. That thing is bouncing so much on the second rebound as he's going to pull into a nice slap really there on the landing, so he's trying to make up for that lost momentum around the midway point through when he laced it about 10 seconds down by the backflip ramp.
Yeah, the truck might be set up that way to just to get, slap-leads out of those we just saw, but definitely very bouncy there. It's weird to see out of that truck, but he's going to hit the backflip, losing the hood all the way around. That was a very high backflip. Oh, my goodness!
No.
Oh, no.
You can see the smoke coming out. He tried his best to save that thing, but he does fill the 90 seconds out. That's a plus for Keyshawn Richardson. However, that lost momentum definitely going to be a negative on the score, and the fact they didn't complete the backflip as it ended up on its lid at the end definitely going to be a negative. As you mentioned, he lost the hood, which was very unique right there, and he landed hard on the back end, which launched him back onto the front. So he was hoping to try and put it into a moonlock like we've seen many times this season. but ended up on its lid for Keyshawn. The scores to start out, a 17.5, so we don't know what that's going to be like in terms of scoring. Let's just have to see how it ranks out as we go through the field for the next trucks out. Is next out, another El Toro Loco truck. It's Conrad Evans in this El Toro Loco. He's kind of had a difficult start to the season after having a really good season last time out, so let's see what he can do. He starts out his 90 seconds over the racing lane.
Yeah, and we saw his teammate there in the East in Atlanta, got caught up on some of those cars out there. So it makes you wonder if this time around, Conrad would be a little careful and it doesn't get caught up that time. But it always seems to be El Toro Loco getting caught up and stuck on those crush cars.
Yeah, I can remember Randall caught on fire last season, and they got caught up, I think, the next event on some cars. Matt as well got caught up on some cars. I'm pretty sure Conrad did as well last season. So, I mean, for El Toro Locos, it's just been avoid car stacks at all costs. I think they've been warming up to them and trying to face their fears over the past few events, as he did a nice skywheelie off of the last one. They just get a nice skywheelie off that pod there, landed down nicely, and trying to control the truck before turning around to make it not flip over. But halfway through the run, he's had some very solid momentum so far.
He's been doing it very nicely done with 40 seconds remaining. A nice air over that pod section there. And but no, as you were saying, he's been doing a nice job so far with this run. As I was just about to say that.
Wow.
Nice save there.
Is something broken on the rear? That truck really twisted in a weird way.
I think it was after that hit with that skywheelie off the pod section there. He's going to do a backflip there. Yeah, it is kind of acting weird, though. I don't know what might be something wrong with it. I'm not quite sure exactly.
Oh my
goodness.
Gosh, that is huge. I don't think he ever lifted out of the gas once he got going that way. A hard hit onto it. He's going to turn it around. Something is hanging. And he's onto two wheels. Saves it down nicely right into the car stack. But something, and you can see it right there, something is dangling on the rear.
We didn't even see that until the truck finally came around there. But
yeah.
Like I said, is it broken right here? No, it's not.
No, but where? Oh my gosh, that was nothing broke off there. It might have broken right there with how it twisted, but it looks like it almost looked like maybe a sway bar was broken before that.
I honestly want to say it was broken off from when he did that skywheelie off the pod section there and landed it on the back of the truck on the downside of the ramp.
Possibly. I mean, it did look like something was broken for a while there, and then something just broke off. You can see it right there hanging, but that wasn't broken when we first. I don't know when that broke off, but I mean, there was a lot falling off this El Toro Loco truck. So Conrad Evans had a rough ride for about half of that run. Had some good moves, some good saves. That's going to be a 21, so that puts him into the early lead so far in freestyle competition. That could be a solid score. I'll have to see where that all shakes out at the end. But speaking of solid scores, this lady knows some. Back with Dragonoid, Laura Chung has gone crazy over her Monster Jam career. What could she do in this Bakugan truck to try and win her first event for this truck?
Event so far where she hasn't torn every single body piece off of this truck.
Yeah, this truck, it costs a lot of money, it looks like, to build, and unfortunately they picked the driver that's probably going to cost them the most money, bar Fitzwater.
But hey, that's never a bad title to have if you think about it. You always know that they're going to give it their best, and we definitely know Laura's going to give it her best, so we'll have to see what she can do this time around. But so far, we saw, donuts so far from her, some nice air, and she's definitely getting some momentum coming from her, but following, a couple of solid runs as the third truck out here. Oh my goodness! What? Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Nice, nice.
Hey, I don't think she lost anything this time.
Yeah, I'm surprised nothing broke off there, like the motor or something.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, and there's a lot broken on that one now. Might not be the body that's too broken, but there is some suspension parts broken. It looks like some wings broke off as well, and that's another tough break for Laura Chung. She just cannot. I mean, that first event went really well in this truck, but she has not been able to figure it out the last few weeks.
I don't want to say it, but I mean, most of these people know we commentate, the stock car division as well in NASCAR, and we tend to jinx the leader. I think we just jinxed Laura.
I think we jinxed Laura Chung, and that's unfortunate because we root for Laura Chung. I mean, last season she had some amazing runs, and she's definitely one of the best BeamNG Monster Jam drivers that we've seen. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that is gonna hurt both the truck and the driver, and look as the body parts shred off, and just an early ending, about 20 seconds left for Laura Chung. That's going to put her score down lower to 15-5. That's unfortunate for Laura Chung. That's going to end up as one of the bottom ones, I'd have to say, unless some massive catastrophes happen for some drivers' runs, but that is just unfortunate. But another unique truck coming out. It's Nonagon Scott in the Mohawk Warrior truck.
See, oh my goodness, already crossed. Can you consider that a cross thread on a tabletop?
Yeah, I don't know. On a pod tabletop type obstacle, there's really no cross threading.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So get a nice jump off the pod section there. Nice slap Leo as well. Going to combo it up into those crush cars there. Almost onto his side, but was able to bring it back down. Joe, I want to make a promise here. I'm not promise. I'm going to do our best to say we're not going to jinx the drivers anymore from this point forward, but knowing us, it's going to happen.
It's probably going to happen because we like to talk good about all these drivers, and at some point they're just going to mess up and they're going to wreck, and it's going to be right after we talk good about them.
It's going to be our fault.
It's going to be our fault because we like to talk good about them and not talk bad about them. That's just, we're nice people, Trey.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Not a lot of people call us nice, but that's all right. You know, we'll just go with it here. But so far, Monicon Scott's doing a nice job. Nice little slap lead there. Getting comboed up with the crush card. But 30 seconds remaining here. We're up to see something out of him. Some nice cyclones.
He's trying to live up to that week 1 hype he had when he did that double back for the first driver in BeamNG Monster Jam history to do that. He's trying to back up some of those crazy moves.
My goodness. Oh.
No, it's so. Maybe it might flip back.
Come back around? No.
He's still trying, but he may have been shut off. And about 10 seconds left for 9 against Scott. The Mohawk is still on, but unfortunately the truck is upside down early. And before he could get some crazy move in, but this was going to set out to be a crazy move if he saved it.
Yeah, very, very true. The one thing I have noticed so far with this event and in the East we had just before this as well, you know, the officials are letting these drivers, you know, get a longer time to try to save these trucks, and I'm liking to see that out of them because it gives them a chance to, you know, actually try to get the truck back up onto all 4 tires.
That is very true, Trey. It's an 18-5. That's right now second place for 9-Gun Scott and the Mohawk Warrior, but definitely not what he wanted out of the run. Had some more, it looked like, in him. But what can William Seaman and Raising Cane do? I mean, this man's BeamNG Monster Jam career, he's had some tough luck in both Overboard last season and Raising Cane this season. It seems like whenever he gets a good run in, it just flips over early for whatever reason, some bad bounce or something. He's looking to try and fill out the 90 seconds and go big in this run to try and just make a breakout for him.
We'll have to see if, you know, as you said, that bad luck finally comes to an end this week or if it's going to continue. Nice slap here, though. Oh, one wheelie going back and forth. The judges are going to love to see that, but no, definitely we're going to have to see if the bad luck will finally come to an end or if the curse is going to continue.
We'll just have to see for sure. William Seaman, though, doing a good job with some of these hits for sure. I mean, this is maybe the most aggressive I think I've ever seen him start out of runs. He's kind of hitting these things in awkward ways and landing hard, and I mean, he's kind of going crazy here, Trey. He might be a little mad.
I would be mad if I was him. I mean, think about it. As, you know, he's had, you know, terrible bounces and everything, ending runs early and all that stuff. So I would definitely be a little angry there and might take out my anger. And no better place to do it than, you know, on a field in a truck and going as hard as you can.
In front of tens of thousands of people.
Oh, nice wheelie. Uh-oh.
How did that happen, Trey? Well, it's about time one went his way.
That is very true there. That was just, what, speed from the truck and the momentum flipping it back over. What a save.
Where's he going?
Oh?
What?
I don't think that's made to do backflips that way, but
not.
I mean, it worked pretty well.
Oh,
no, there's no way. Oh, well,
That's unbelievable, Trey. That is unbelievable.
Don't think he was going for that exactly, but that was pretty cool to see that happen.
Well, we have a few things to look at. They all came within about the final 25 seconds. First, let's look at this, which finally some bounce went William Seaman's way, but I mean, I didn't think there was any way this thing was going to save. It skidded on the wheels for so long. That just never happens.
Literally skidding on the sidewalls of the tires there, and it went somehow big to his favor there. A cartwheel into a front flip, and then look at this. A backflip off the side of the backflip ramp. We've seen that before, but this was just something special.
He actually tried that last season in St. Louis. It flipped over. He got it this season right here. He just kind of climbs up the backflip ramp. It does a twist in the air, lands it perfectly the opposite. That's like a 180 twist, and I think the judges are definitely going to like everything he did in that run. It's going to take the lead, Trey. 8:24, and definitely a breakout freestyle for William Seaman in the Raising Cane. That's great to see him be able to sit in the hot seat in that truck. As next out, we have the Mountain Dew Code Red truck, Pringle Man behind the wheel. What can Pringle Man do in this Code Red truck to try and get a good freestyle and back up what Seaman just did? Nice air off of the race lane to start his 90 seconds out.
Think about it. You're following up a run that had a cartwheel front flip, a backflip off the side of the backflip ramp, reverse off the backflip ramp, but it ended up turning into a 180 flat spin.
No!
Oh no!
Oh my gosh! There was something still sharp in that car.
That's insane. How, I mean, these tires. The tires themselves are built almost bulletproof, but whatever was on that car just shredded it, and now this is gonna affect his run. I mean, not as bad as it would if it was a broken off wheel, but it's gonna affect it to the point to where, you know, it's going to be almost impossible to even, you know, challenge for the lead.
Yeah, but he's putting into some donuts, trying to just kill out some time, because that is one of the moves you do when you lose a wheel, whether it be just blown or off completely. Get some nice air right there over the pods, but, I mean, as you mentioned, he's doing a good job, though, turning it the right way instead of the opposite way. He's going to full throttle the car stack, maybe taking out some anger.
My goodness.
These are some crazy moves and some great combos, though. I mean, you said that he maybe didn't have a shot. Well, oh my gosh.
I mean, he's definitely... Oh my goodness!
Oh! Look out!
What?
Still 10 seconds straight. He wants to keep going.
I'm going to retract my statement I just made. I'm definitely going to retract my statement I just... Does he have two flats? Is that right rear, or is that right rear flat too?
I don't know. That's a it looks alright.
So. What did we just witness?
I don't know, but that was an amazing...
Tire.
Look at that tire! Look at all the damage he did to it!
I think it's just the rim left pretty much, Joe. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, he was just keeping that kind of that air pressure up because he was going so fast. That's the only reason it looked like it was decent, but right here, that huge sky wheelie, and onto two, onto the other two, and then it just kind of ballerinas itself onto the front and saves it.
Well, I think Pringle Man was definitely trying to prove me wrong with that one. Me saying it's pretty much impossible to challenge for the lead. He's definitely challenging for the lead, Joe.
Yeah, I think this is going to, if it doesn't take the lead, it's going to be because of some momentum breaks that Seaman didn't have. And yes, he's half a point short. So you think about when he blew the tire, he had the momentum break. He hit that wall down there, had a momentum break. That's just enough. Half a point for Pringle Man to not take the lead away from William Seaman. But next up, we have Mathis Wells and Hot Wheels, and he just kind of went down there and tapped the wall tray.
Right, a little love tap, making sure it doesn't hurt him in the later in the run, so the wall owes him one now. But, oh my goodness, what a way to start out his run. What? All right, well, talk about making your presence known, and I don't think there's any better way to do it than Hot Wheels just did right there.
Trey, these drivers are going crazy. What happened overnight?
Maybe, you know what? I'm not going to ask questions. We're just the commentators. We're not the drivers, and, you know, we don't want to know their secrets just like a magician, and we're just going to go with it.
I mean, this has been amazing so far. We've seen the past 3 trucks go out there and do some crazy stuff. Wells getting huge air off these pod obstacles, and another wheelie into the car stack again, and Wells trying some different combo moves and trying to keep those momentum up, and maybe we can have our 3rd straight challenge for the lead here.
Wouldn't be surprised. The real question is he has to finish out the clock with 40 seconds remaining, and if he keeps up, you know, this excitement level, I don't know if the truck's gonna, you know, withstand it at all.
Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a question for sure. If this truck can hold up the abuse it's taking from Mathis Wells, he could challenge the lead, but there's only 20 seconds left. Wells can see the light at the end of the tunnel. He's gonna go even bigger because he can see that light.
What air there. That was amazing. 15 seconds left on the clock here. What else does he have up his sleeve here to challenge for the lead? Huge air again. Uh-oh, something broke on the truck. Oh!
No, that is a hard hit. As you mentioned, something is broken, and the driver may be feeling a little broken right now as well with that hit. He puts it in the barrier. The clock goes to 0, but Wells does definitely not want to continue on after that hit he just took.
That was a very, very aggressive hit, especially with all the weight of that truck coming down on him. The driver definitely gets the most of that. But right here, look at this. I mean, this started out the run. This started out his run.
What a way to start out, right? I mean, that could have been over early like we saw last night with Stone Crusher or Lucas Crusader. And then right here, broke something on the ramp. It sends him over backwards, and unfortunately, oh, that is a hard clip right onto the ramp. It comes back on all 4s, but he definitely is not going to continue on after that hit. Let's see what the scores are. It's going to be a 21 for Mathis Wells. That is right now, I believe, tied with Conrad Evans in the El Toro Loco for 3rd place. But next out, Trey, this man is crazy. It's Eli Bright and the Gravedigger.
We know the history of Eli Bright and Gravedigger here. What is he lining up for? Joe, it's a single jump.
What
have I told you about this single jump? I don't think Eli cares.
I think he listens to you every week, and he wants to prove you wrong. This is Eli's mentality. Just prove Trey wrong.
I mean, you know, me and Eli, we're friends. We have our little arguments here and there, and I think he just wants to prove me wrong, as you said, and one-up me with everything I try to do or say against him. And he definitely does it. Oh my goodness, he just stuffed that thing in there.
He stuffed it so hard, only the door came off somehow. And he
my goodness, he just threw it.
And that was an amazing sky wheelie. There's a headlight out, the hood is buffeting up, and I mean, he's kind of going crazy. Full throttling to the pod tray, huge air.
I think he was as high as the second level up there. I think he... But no, I think he made some eye contact with a couple of the fans up there. He was so high, Joe.
So tricky. Full throttle, the car stack.
No! He's a flat tire, Joe.
He has a flat tire. Oh my gosh.
Joe, Eli Bright, is he okay? Is he trying to, backflip with a flat rear tire? All right, works with me.
Trey, there's something broken on the front too.
Is this truck, okay, well, I think Eli Bright alone is going to equal the amount of damages Gravedigger had to pay last week with just this run.
Remember, he was a big part of the expenses last week too, but I mean, look, how is he still going?
He's still going. Watch out for the wall, Eli. Oh my goodness. He's still going. There's no way. He has to stop. No, he has to. What was that? That didn't get judged. But Joe, what is going on right now?
Trey, I don't know what this run was, but it was something, and maybe it challenged for the lead, I don't know, but let's see this, right? Oh, he broke the thing on the front when he hit right there, and the tire blows because he hit the bar right there. He landed right in the bar.
Well, I mean, that's just bad luck altogether there, let's be honest. But how was he able to do everything else right here? We've seen Laura Chung do a backflip with 3 wheels. How about a backflip with all 4 wheels but a flat tire?
All 4 wheels, but only 2 are working right. And then right here,
the wall, Eli, the wall, tapped it.
Tapped it, and then kept going and did something to end the run out. I mean, look at this. Oh, he blew the other tire.
I mean, he's taken a whole new level to leave nothing on that truck unbroken. And then I don't even know what this was considered. It was a ballerina move, let's just be honest. He's finally upside down, and he can give that truck up.
And it takes the lead, Trey. It's a 26 that took the lead. That's amazing. I mean, what do you have to do to beat that now? Like, the judges had to have given kudos to Eli because you just did that with a truck that was at most 50%.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would be nervous if I'm everyone else following out Eli right now.
I mean, imagine Conrad Evans' feelings in this octagonary truck, Trey, because he's the one feeling it the worst.
He's going to... Joe, what is he going to have to... We had this question in the East. What do you have to do to beat the leader? What do you have to do to beat the leader this time again?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess Conrad just has to drill this truck into the ground and hope it can keep running. That's maybe a suggestion. Is
Joe,
that in his team's budget?
Probably not in his team's budget, if I'm going to be honest with you, but it's anything in a team's budget. I mean, let's be honest. These trucks are so much money, and they always get destroyed every week. What a move was that? He just tail whipped it. He tail whipped it. He whipped it. That's what he did. He tentacle whipped it.
They put in some cyclones to follow up the tentacle whip.
There it is. That's the new move if we ever see this truck do it again.
Oh my gosh, he's like full thrown into these ramps now, Trey. I think he knows that he has to.
You have to.
Yeah, he knows he has to just kind of just full throttle and hope that it lasts.
You literally have to put your truck's life on the line.
And your life.
They're challenging. Yeah, I would go that far. I mean, these trucks are safe, so we can be 99% certain that drivers will be okay, but I think you try to get that extra 1% to even, challenge. I mean, come on.
I mean, I think the wreck last week maybe hurt Eli's brain a little bit.
Oh my goodness, just stepped into that.
Oh no. No, he broke a lot on that truck. There was something on the rear broken. There was something on the front broken. Connor Ample's run ends short in Octanator, but I mean, he put out all their out on the floor. I mean, that's all you could really ask for.
Watch this front wheel. Watch this.
Ooh. Yeah.
And then the back again. I mean these trucks are Joe, we said this track might be a little easy on the trucks.
Do you see the shock? You could see the shock through the back.
Yeah. Yep, there it is.
That's amazing. That's a 20 for Connor Airpool, but he broke a lot in that truck at the end. A shock and a hydro. But now what can Caden Lin do with the black profile?
Oh my, he is flying right now. He's absolutely. How did he not touch that wall?
That was like a lower Chung move.
Yeah, there it is. Oh my goodness, look at the air to hit it start out. But again, I was saying, Joe, at the beginning of this whole event, we said this track might be a little easy on these trucks. I think we jinxed something again. Yeah, I think we absolutely no. Is he gonna come pull it back around though?
What? You can't be serious.
Saved it.
Well, he's definitely shut down because it landed on the cab. So have to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. But we know what he was going for, Joe. I mean, it was pretty
flip.
obvious.
Yeah, he was going for the front flip. Yeah. And to think that the drivers are thinking, I have to do the front flip in the first 20 seconds so that I can do something after it.
Yeah, I mean, you have to risk it. We know for a fact from this point on. Oh, nice one-wheel wheelie there. But we know from this fact, from this fact. Hold on, I'm speechless from everything, to be honest with you. But no, every driver from this point on has to go all to the wall from the very first second of your run to the very last.
I mean, Caden Lin's trying to do that. How he started out his run and how he's still going. He is hitting these obstacles in unique ways, trying to just full throttle it into them, trying to get some wheelies, and I think he's trying to lead those wheelies into other obstacles, hoping for that front flip.
You definitely have to think that he's going to air it out straight into the other pod section. He's going to gas it, turn the truck around. He's got 20 seconds remaining. What is he going to be able to do? Nice air. Into a slap wheelie.
No!
Oh.
That was actually too good of a hit onto the front of the truck. It put the truck too far into the rear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how often do you see a truck hit so good on the front that it pretty much just flips it right upside down?
Well, here's a. This was one of his first moves. I think it was about 15, 20 seconds in.
I don't even think it was that. I'm going to say 5-10 seconds in. I mean, come on, Joe. Look at the smoke pouring out of it from how hard it hit upside down. I'm just happy that the cab stayed intact and didn't bend in or anything. But he was able to continue, Joe.
Yeah, I'm happy it came back on all fours for him. And then right here, I mean, that was an amazing move. And unfortunately, it went too far back and ended up on its lid. Still had about 10, 12 seconds on the clock, so that's going to hurt his score. It's going to be a 19 for Caden Lin in the Black Pearl. So it's still the 26 up by Eli Bright and Gravedigger that holds the freestyle lead. We'll see what Jake Galloway and son of a digger can do. He's known for some crazy moves.
Yeah, if anyone's going to have a good chance at topping Eli Bright, it's definitely the other quote-unquote gravedigger in the field. It's going to be Jake Galloway who's going to, definitely be up to the challenge. But the real question is again, is the truck going to be able to withstand it?
Well, he won Troy, remember he won Detroit, which was a course made for something. I still don't know if it was made for Monster Jam freestyling, but that was a very technical course, so we'll have to see now if Jake can do the opposite and just go full throttle.
You're going to have to. That's the thing. You're going to have to go full throttle no matter where you're at on this track. Nice air there off that pod, but you're going to have to go full throttle. Every hit you take and just hope the bounces go your way. I think from this point on in this run, we're either going to see short runs or nothing but madness, and the truck's going to have one tire left.
I think you're about right, Trey. Maybe if the truck doesn't end in a fireball, the driver did do its job.
That's, you know what? Good thing we got fire extinguishers in this building.
Good thing there's the fire department on standby. But Jake's going for a backflip here. Still 30 seconds left. That's a massive air off the backflip. That was a perfect landing.
I don't know how he did that. I don't know how the truck got so high.
Yeah, that might have been the highest backflip I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, now
what
he's going
a hit.
Crazy.
Oh, upside down is going to pull back around. Brake. Oh no!
Oh my gosh! And there's only about 2 seconds left, so you can't really deduct him for the time. But I mean, I don't know if it lived up to Eli Bright and Gravedigger's run.
I don't think it did. I'm going to be honest with you, Joe. I could see this definitely being, maybe a top 5 run, but yeah, I don't think it's going to challenge for the lead.
That was once again perfect landing.
I think that was as high as Eli got with his biggest air.
I think so. And then right here, like he tried to drive it on the front for a little bit. Look at this. He tried
pulling the hood off, and then I think right here, if he would have hit the brake and didn't try to power through with the gas, I think he would have had it.
It's just so close. It may have still been shut down. I mean, I don't know, but a 22 for Jake Galloway, so I think that is inside the top 5 currently, Trey. So that was a pretty decent run for Jake Galloway. Should get him some good points to try and work his way towards the World Finals. But what can Scooby-Doo and Brandon Beal do?
Yeah, he's going to have to solve this mystery on what he's going to have to do to get the win here away from Eli. We'll have to see what this crazy dog can end up, you know, I guess you can say end up doing. Scooby-Doo, get it? Ruh-roh.
Raggy. Raggy.
Alright, we need to stop with these puns.
What can Beal do? That's the big question, Trey. What can he do?
I don't know. He's just gonna. Well, he can do that. That's a nice move.
Yeah,
that is a very
unique.
nice move.
That was pretty unique right there. It didn't tear the truck up at all, and I appreciate that move. That was very, very nice.
Some nice air to follow that. Yeah, you gotta say that was a lucky bounce for it to end up going across the pod section there, and he was able to carry out 50 seconds remaining. Though, what is he gonna have to pull out? Nice air over those crush cars and straight into the back.
No!
Not the backflip ramp, but it was pretty much used as one. But uh-oh.
And Trey, those are not its paws, that's its ears.
Well,
it's not. It's not sitting there begging for
fight.
belly rubs. It is sitting there in pain because its ears are not on anymore. But
I said a backflip ramp, but that wasn't a backflip ramp, Joe. That was the back of the racing lane.
It was the back of the racing lane, but Beal tried to turn to a backflip ramp, Trey. And I mean, once again, you mentioned that's what these drivers are trying to do. He's halfway through his run. He tried to do that. It's a 15 for Brandon Beal. I think that's right now last place, which is a tough break for him. But he tried everything he could out of that truck to get that win. But now what can Evan Hunter and Mad Scientist do? Trey, he has to go mad.
Yeah, there it is. He has to put the science together and try to pull out with this win here. Man, Joe, what us and these puns, I'm telling you, we should start our own comedy show. I'm just going to throw that out there. But, no, yeah, Evan Hunter is going to have to, again, we've said it ever since Eli come out, go hard the entire time and hope your truck is still in one piece. Or at least in running condition.
Yeah, he's hunting for some big moves right now, that's for sure. That was a unique wheelie over that single jump, though, Trey.
This, hey, I think this is the first event we've had a single jump, and it hasn't cost anyone.
Don't say that yet, Trey. There's still 3.
Yep, I still we're not going to jinx. I take that back.
Well, he's gone to that ramp about 2-3 times. I think every time he's gone to it, he's gotten bigger.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do. The truck's held together. I don't think he's lost a single piece of body panel on this truck. 40 seconds remaining in his run, though. I think this is about the time where drivers know, oh my goodness. I think this is about the time where drivers know that they got to start amping it up to notch 20, easily notch 20, and we'll have to see what Evan's going to be able to do. Nice sky wheelie off of that, little sideways though, going to bring it back down. The truck's a little,
That was unique.
Nicely done. That was a crazy bounce.
That was some nice air off the single jump as well. But Trey, you mentioned the time. Do you think all these drivers? Oh my God, he just full throttled into the backflip ramp, hard landing, but kept it going. Final 10 seconds. What can Evan Hunter do? He's gonna cross her. Oh my goodness! Will it come back
around?
No.
Balance. Hey, look at that.
Is that the first time this season that's happened?
It is the first time this season that happened.
There you go. Evan Hunter can claim he was the first one this season to bounce truck. But Trey, you mentioned about 40 seconds of the run, or 40 seconds left into the run. That's when drivers start to go crazy. Do you think most, if not all, the drivers have a clock now in their truck to know?
Oh, you definitely have to. Or if anything, their crew chiefs in their headset, they're telling them how much time's left. But no,
he was not wanting to listen to his crew chief after he saw that one.
Yeah, his crew chief might not be too happy about that, but he bounced it. So he bounced it. That's always nice.
And that ties Jake Galloway for a 22. That's right now a tie for 4th place. So those could be some good points for both those drivers heading towards the World Finals. But only 2 left, Trey. We haven't seen the level of destruction that we saw of Bray Digger and Eli Bright. What can Smet Oskin and Raminair do is the big question, because I think he tried to hurt his head last week when he did that front spin, landed straight on the cab of the truck.
Oh, he might risk it again, Joe. Oh my goodness, that's his second hit, and Joe, he's there it is. Didn't we? What? Let me see if I get this right now. Keyshawn, his teammate.
Yeah.
His truck was a little wonky after on the second hit, so I wonder if it's the same thing for Remedy here.
Yeah, you have to see. My gosh, that more huge air right there. It honestly looks like it's a little bit more stiffer than Keyshawn's. Oh, that's an early backflip.
Oh, well, there it is. That's not even 40 seconds in the run.
That might have been even more perfect than Jake's.
That was a nice little bunny hop, too, afterwards. But 40 seconds now into the run, Joe. Again, I said it. You have to pick it up, and I think he knows that. What a good lucky bouncer that was. But You can definitely tell he's getting crazier.
Yeah, oh my gosh, he is hitting these things in unique ways!
Oh my goodness.
Can he save this one?
No.
No, that's a shame too, because he was building up some momentum to where maybe in those final 20 or so seconds he could have done something to try and beat Gravedigger and Eli Bright, but unfortunately it ends up early. But right here, this was about 40 seconds into his run, Trey, and I mean, all 4 wheels at like the same time.
That's look at this. Look at that air he got too. That's about as high as the ramp was.
That's amazing. And then speaking of air, that's some air. Lands hard, hits the gas, and it just goes too far over.
He almost had it saved too. I think he hit the pod.
Yeah,
right there.
And then it kind of canceled out the sidewalls he was trying to do on the roof for Cement Oskin about 10 seconds early. It's still a 21, so that's definitely a very solid midfield performance. But Trey, there's only one truck left to beat Eli Bright and Gravedigger. It's his nemesis, Ross McTrain and Max D.
Wouldn't that be something if he ended up beating Eli Bright and Gravedigger with an even crazier run?
Well, I mean, I think the legend goes, one of the teams destroys their truck to no end, and somehow the next team goes out and destroys their truck even worse, even though no one thought it was possible.
We'll have to see if the legend. Oh my goodness,
that was frisky.
That was. I don't know if he planned that. If I'm being honest with you, I think I was a little bit more aggressive than he was hoping for.
He's definitely shell-shocked after that one. Ross McTrain is like, oh gosh, okay, that's not how I won the event last week. So let's try.
I guess you can say he's gonna have to turn it to the max.
I think he is. Hopefully he's golden after it's all said and done.
Oh
no. Well, Trey's 30 seconds in, and Max D going for maybe some maximum destruction here tonight. But it looks like he's trying to just get this run in and try and get some big air in before he maybe tears this truck into the ground.
Yeah, you definitely have to get at least some hits in, so just in case you don't make it throughout the entire run, you're not in last. I mean, you know, yeah, exactly. So we'll have to see what happens now. He has about 35 seconds remaining. You definitely know he knows where the time is at. That was almost a really bad way to end your run. But 30 seconds now left on the clock, Joe. He's going to have to pick it up. Oh, and I think he's picking it up.
Yeah, I think he's right your mind, heard you, and maybe he has you in the truck, but now he's starting to go bigger, huger. Oh my gosh! No. Oh my god! I don't think I've ever seen a tire break off like that smoothly. I don't know if its momentum was
shredded it.
I don't know if its momentum was ever impeded, but Trey, with 6 seconds left, I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's near enough.
No, it's nowhere. I don't even think it's a top 5 run. I mean, it had good momentum and everything, but look. This is like a cheese grater. It just
took it off.
It sliced it.
Just kept going.
But I mean, no. Again, I think it's solid top. Maybe not even a top 5. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not sure, but it's definitely not a lead.
Yeah, I think it's about mid-pack at best for Ross McTrain. So not what he wanted. It's gonna be a 20, which means Trey, Eli Brandt, Gravedigger went half his run with a broken hydro, a flat tire, ended with both that and another flat tire, and won.
Well, I think that truck definitely goes into the showroom at the Gravedigger dungeon. So
yeah. And I mean, poor William Seaman thought he did the craziest stuff out there. He got second still, but my gosh, Eli Bright one-upped it by maybe 10 notches. That was insane, but look at all these, and honestly, it is a points championship. We're always caught up on whoever wins, but there's still points to be awarded, and how that works out. Now, Eli leads points over Jake. Ross McTrain also pretty comfortably safe, maybe even Evan Hunter as well, but it gets pretty tight down around the cut line. 2 points separate Connor Annapol and Conrad Evans, 9th and 10th, and also Caden Lin, 2 points back along with Matt as well. So, Trey, this championship could come down to the wire. The final 2 events are next, but next up, the final event of this week, the West Division out in Salinas, California. We'll see you guys then.